Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Gelt playthrough as the Golden Order, not the Golden Company, which I keep trying to say, where we are at war with Solland. Now we have been asked to have a look at something here, what we gained for Solland. We get Orc Hewer, which is another really nice weapon, extra weapon damage, same as them all to be fair, with an ability which is extra melee attack, and we get the River Roll, which are crossbowmen with fire, and hang on, let's have a look what that other one is.
You summon me.
Suppression. Oh, so it reduces the enemy's speed. I want multiple things from there, to be fair. Been having a little bit of a look online at suggestions for late game Empire armies, which has given me an idea on how best to use my steam tonks. And yeah, yeah, we'll grab that, buffing up all of our guys. Do you have... No, you don't, so we're going to give you Orc Hewer there. Actually, no, there's no point giving him Orc Hewer.
I am ready. Are you?
Where next?
Let's give him Orc Hewer. Somebody did point out I've I'm going to leave that at that now. I've potentially moved some of... I potentially kept the wrong Empire Captain. Because there was one with far higher level. To be there, when I was making the changes, I was just doing them as quickly as I could. So let's have a look through my Empire, see what's worth doing up. There we go. So what level are the wizards now? Level 7 as soon as we recruit them. That is quite cool. Anyway, I'm not getting one in just yet. I really should, but not right now. So I've decided how I'm going to use my new shiny artilleries as well. I will be using a couple of those in each army. Now I know what they are and how they work a little bit better. Now I know they're not really proper artillery. So the plan is, they are going to make up part of my central formation. And my central formation is going to have them sitting behind steam tanks, which are going to sit forwards of a sort of main block of troops to try and catch the enemy on them. And at that point those guns can engage. Now the danger of steam tanks is you do want to make sure try and make sure steam tanks aren't being engaged too much by ranged fire. So not ranged, by armor piercing. So you do want some proper arty as well, though we'll get there. And obviously steam tanks are also their own artillery, so I'm a little worried about Flensburg there. It is a bit vulnerable, but to be fair, to get there, they're going to go right around the back of that way, so I'd have plenty of time to rejig. We are going to have a meeting of leaders here again to
Huntsman General, on the trail. Huntsman General,
sort our armies.
Let us begin.
Oh, that's annoying.
So,
Huntsman General.
who calls?
I'm going to keep that in. So I've got two of them.
Very well, I will do this.
Stay together.
See, I want the other Hellblaster in there. I do want some good artillery to help move the enemy. Actually, that's probably better for me. What do I want to drop? I'm tempted to drop one of those war wagons. But they are also very useful for their mobility. I want those for anti-large. I need to drop something, guys, and it's really hard to decide. I'm going to drop one of the war wagons for now into this other army. There we go. So we've rejigged a bit. I've really liked the shape of this army now.
By the comet, the Empire.
The men are keen.
And actually, there is something else I'm going to do. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. I was getting confused there as to why that wasn't working.
We hunt our enemies. Okay,
How to proceed?
into the wild.
Huntsman General.
Huntsman General,
No, wrong one,
step to it. Covering ground. Move again at dawn.
And you, Mr. Henry, can disappear. And we've got 3 nice solid armies there. They could all be better, but it's a good start. They're nice, good, solid, rounded armies, actually. This one is a little bit ridiculous, but, well, we'll see how it works.
Seek out the heretics. Hunt them out.
Let's level that up to keep the reduction going. And up my income a little bit. We'll finish off this war with Wissenland. And then I think we are at the point. I mean, that Orc army does scare me. I don't know where it's going north, but they are at war with a lot of different people, the Orcs, which is what's really making them struggle. They are having to fight on so many different fronts. So my plan is to bring an army back to sort of sit around here, an army back to sit down here, and then we will just hammer straight through the mountains to try and cut them off. Cut them off because there's some good passes to hold them in even with their underway movement, and we'll try and take the mountains, guys. And once we've done that, we'll work out where to go. Oh wow, I need to grab there quickly before the Orcs do. That is surprising. They are obviously at war up there. I'm a bit surprised they didn't settle there. The idea of them taking Empire territory, that is definitely a need for a declaration of war as soon as I can, though we need to finish this off and get hold of Nuln. I think our next push should be towards Nuln. Safeguard. Ooh! What did I just click? I had a pop-up and I completely missed it.
This action does not have my consent. Greetings, countrymen. I will fool's action.
All right.
Do not waste my time with petty talk.
No.
Fine.
No, you were friends with me before.
How to proceed? We're there.
Huntsman General.
The nation calls.
Foes to track. Advancing.
Let's start the inexorable push. I don't want to
We have
double
nothing
time
to fear.
armies because we remember what happened last. In fact, no, I'm
Huntsman General.
going to double time Gelt out.
Move.
Outdoors, man. Get
And
a
these
move
two
on.
can double time to a little bit
Huntsman
behind.
General.
So Gelt with his really shiny army can take the brunt of any assault.
Calls. Pick up the pace. Huntsman General. No time for our
Yeah, we gain a bonus for
Indeed.
here as well, don't we? Oh, that's not bad. Don't necessarily need that to be in an army though to get those bonuses, which is nice. I do need to up my Imperial authority as soon as we can. I'm really worried about what I accidentally clicked. I will probably find out. I am very, very concerned about the orcs there. Not a huge amount I can do about it though. To be fair, if they settle there right now, there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. The mountains are going to continue to look very orky, at least for the time being. Who's that up there? Oh, Norska looks to have consolidated in the north as well. So the Empire is beset by foes on all sides here, guys. The Greenskins are so weak, though. I suspect that is their last big army at the moment. The Dowie have pushed right out, so I really do wish I wasn't at war with Wissenland, because actually they are going to shred them annoyingly. It's fine. I can happily sneak along behind. See, I say that they definitely have armies. So actually, let's work this out. I've got 3 good solid armies. They have 3 equivalent. They have the equivalent amount of power, which means either 3 big solid armies. Well, realistically, 1 endgame army, which I saw up there with all the black orcs and a load of different things. The thing we really want to avoid is their black orc stack with my steam tanks, because the black orcs are armor piercing, heavy damaging, all of that jazz. Ah! I'm sorry, I am cheesing because I don't have a clue what I clicked. What turn are we on? What turn are we on? To be fair, I think I just lost. Yeah, we just lost some. That's fine. We just lost a level with them from that. That's really annoying. I need to be careful about that. That's infuriating, guys. Now we colonise before the orcs come back. Gets us the entire region, guys.
What? I am in ascent.
Huntsman General, we will.
The great outdoors.
You dare approach? All right.
Means I don't have to worry about them on my side. I'm honestly not fussed about taking a single place in that territory.
Do not waste my potential.
What's the garrison there like? Tiny.
Huntsman General.
So, which is the
Tracker of
weaker
distinction.
force?
Stay together.
Sorry, I just realised that some of that stuff should definitely be in this stack.
Keep the pace. We have them now.
They should be able to take there on their own.
Hunt them down. Close in and kill.
Easy.
Harder, faster, stronger.
None of them are new settlements.
How to proceed? Step to it.
No
Let's
peace,
march on
just
Nuln,
war.
which has a fairly decent
I am the
setup.
Supreme Patriarch.
Huntsman General. On the trail.
By the comet. Ulrich's will. I am the Supreme Patriarch.
Is it time? Unachievable. Huntsman General!
I shall be victorious.
Damn. I was hoping to pull back and go into assault ambush stance. I'm not going to be able to do that. They're going to try and push me out, which is understandable. Grab some basic armor. Extra casualties post-battle. Research rate. That'll do.
Tools of judgment ready. Is that where heretics lurk?
I think they're stuffed. But this does give me a good reason to go to war with the orcs, certainly. Got Mordheim there. We've got lots. I do like the way there's lots of new settlements now. It really does add a lot more feel. It makes the Empire feel a lot busier. Also, probably makes the Empire a lot more powerful once you control it all. Though, once I control it all, I'm not really going to be doing much else, because that is kind of the aim for this. I don't want a military alliance. I'm glad you're expanding, but I don't want that military alliance. I want you to expand and batter the orcs as much as you can, to be fair. They're still powerful, to be fair. They're just not as powerful as they were. They are definitely surging around. I'm amazed they're not throwing all of their armies down here, to be fair, where they're really suffering. Little agent fight going on there, which is quite cool. There's a mod I like for Angrund, which makes all of your starting lords immortal straight away, which is awesome, because the amount of times I managed to lose them early on in the campaign. But it kind of makes sense as they're your ancestors. Yeah, they're kind of ghostly things, ethereal things, so it makes sense for them to be immortal. That's what we want to see! Making it easier to take them later on. I mean, sorry, make peace later on with them. Ooh! Now that is worrying. We need to take Nuln and chase. I'm assuming I can't forcibly confederate, because they are charging right into my soft underbelly there, guys, and we saw what that army was like.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
Ah, I see. I wish I could kind of forcibly confederate them while I was at war.
Yes. Approach and make your offer. I refuse.
Huntsman General!
I am ready. Are you? No peace, just war.
Huntsman General! Camp and forage!
The nation calls. Quicker, men! Huntsman General.
That's not too bad an army, but we don't have much in the way of garrison forces, and Flensburg is very, very vulnerable.
I trust no man. No, no!
You're going to start heading that way. You
Outdoors,
can
man.
be disbanded for now.
Fall in, men!
Well, here's not too bad. They can attack straight away. Don't think that Swertbad's got decent defences and will have walls, as they'd be risky to try and take there straight out.
Not possible.
Marius, like Dorf, you are being called. And this is why I like leading these guys, because it gives me a rapid reaction force to throw together when needed. So it gives me a little boost to here, which is really nice. You are actually set up quite nicely already. Wow. So that bolsters the garrison there in Flensburg. Been to a brewery in Flensburg in real life. Makes really good, quite good beer. I'm half expecting these guys to try and sally forth against us, which would kind of be sensible for them to do. I want at least some siege towers before we attack here. Though we have a lot of siege equipment, so we can potentially pepper them. But they've got a lot of siege equipment as well, so it's a bit of an odd one. We basically sit there battering each other for quite a while. Once we've done here, I may go trespass on the Empire a little bit more, because we do have a mission to go and actually discuss. Sorry, to go and move Gelt up into their territory, and now we've got that border. We've got a decent sized chunk of the Empire at this point. It's under our direct control, so that I like. That basically my southern borders are much more secure against Greenskin incursion now. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but they are vastly more secure once we've completed this, dealt with this war. We'll be in a much stronger position. You know what? I think I'm going to go for that. Oh, so I'm tempted to go for that siege because we've got all that siege equipment. I could knock holes in their walls and things, but it's a tricky one. It's whether it's worth doing. I think they got ambushed. Ooh, so you've moved down to Avenheim, which I think also is part of my soft underbelly at the moment. They're going to take somewhere. They've got the advantage on me there, so.
Huntsman General, we're there. Who calls?
Huntsman General! Tracker of distinction!
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
I'm very tempted just to go for this. I'm going to avoid fighting on the walls. I just don't want to leave them alive for too long, basically. I want to bring this war to a close, even if it's going to cost us a lot of troops. This may be a foolish battle. And it's going to be a very foolish battle because the game crashed, guys. I will be putting a cut in here. I will be back in a second. Hello again, everybody, after that little cut we had, where everything went a bit skew-whiff. So we're obviously at the start of this siege in our deployment phase. I'm actually going a turn earlier this time as I got the opportunity to load the auto. This is an awesome looking settlement. Oh wow, look at the little telescope. And yeah, so it's only a small settlement. Obviously we're going to try and take out their artillery as much as we can first, and we're going to pepper their walls to do as much damage as we can. The other thing I do want to also try and take out far early is all of their towers.
Ready.
Shoot that tower. I should have rejigged all of my artillery so it was straight in. Interesting, we are out of the range of all of their artillery, so...
Spearman! Moving now!
We will rejig a lot of this stuff later on once we've got everything sorted. First thing first is taking out all the towers though.
Mortar! Ready! Yes, sir. Quickly!
Once we've done that, we move all our range where we start taking out everything on their walls. We are missing quite a bit as well with our setup. It's hardly surprising. We don't have the best setup for tower destruction. That's more, we want more cannons really. But it doesn't stop us doing a lot of damage to everything else here. I'm going to march some of these guys forward so I care even less about. You guys can move back, please.
Crossbowmen! Armed and ready! Finding range, sir! Formation march! Hailstone rocket!
There we go. That tower next. And then we can just let them go wild on the walls.
The Empire endures! Hellblaster! Detachments move! Ranged weapons ready!
There we go. Let's leave my steam tanks to do their stuff. They do look awesome. A lot of this stuff is because of its trajectories. It's really quite solid for us to use as well.
By Ulrich's wrath! Take the ground!
You can move up and start shooting their mortars.
Yes, sir!
Let's start trying to crack the walls a bit, please. I don't know how good they'll be against walls. I guess we'll find out. Not bad. They have quite high damage. They are better versus TIE. I would prefer not to be using them on walls, but... we are going to need to make some nice breaches in the walls, so...
For the Warhammer! Shoot!
let's try and knock a hole in the wall there.
Emperor! Ready! Bring it down!
Let's hit that chunk of wall next. We're running out of ammo now, actually, which, yeah, I mean, that's fine. We've done the damage we need to their walls.
Mortar! Missiles at the ready! Taking position! Quick march!
Are these guys actually shooting?
Hailstorm!
Oh, good God, what are you guys doing? Stop it!
Let us go! Yes!
They've moved forwards because they didn't have the right arcs. I really messed up by allowing that to happen. There we go, and you guys can move forward separately. So now for the push. Siege tanks can also be moved forwards because they are going to be into the breach early as well. Okay, so we're preparing to push our way through the breaches. It's going to be a bloody push through the breaches, guys. But we'll do fine. Hopefully. Here we go. See, they are armor piercing, so I do want to be a bit careful with that.
What do you think? We are Sigmar's heirs.
Charge! You guys can actually push through there against them, please.
Awaiting orders. Take the ground.
There we go. Come on, hit. Oh, yeah. I should have rusted them first, but... Here they come! Through on both fronts.
Ready?
Let's drop some support in. We do have their arty hitting us, but... Well... It's not doing that well. We're doing lots of damage there. Their arty's actually hitting themselves quite a bit, which is good for us.
Great swords!
These siege tanks are actually a lot faster than I remember them being.
Sigmar commands!
I want my cavalry wing to push through because there's nothing up here which will really stop the cavalry.
Hellstorm rocket battery!
Shoot them, please.
Great sword!
Oh god, stop trying to get through there.
Go! Rolling ring! Moving now!
If I say that, we're pushing straight through easily.
March is one! Yes, sir! Quickly!
Take the ground! No lingering!
So we're through. Let's keep the train going now. Come on, siege tanks. Have fun with the cav. See, the damage is split. So they're good because they're very tanky, but at the same time, they're not brilliant at that. Oh, wow. Actually, I say I don't want to be down there. What's there to actually hurt me?
The Empire endures! Charge!
Come on, push through, guys. There you go, my cav is pushing around them. We're out of magic. I don't know why I keep looking. This has gone very nicely though. Nuln is falling nice and quickly here. So I'm not overly worried. This force will slowly crumble. The little unit of Empire Knights is holding us very well, however. Now doing some damage to my my tanks.
We are Sigmar's heirs! For Heldenhammer! Get them!
Mass rout is happening now. So it's over. The battle is won. The enemy is routed. Now, of course, because it's an Empire settlement, and we are reclaiming them after their secessionist event, guys. We will allow, you know, this is a peaceful conquest. So we will absorb any of their troops into our own ranks to replenish here. Hopefully, they will peace out and their little army will end up being its own little wandering army thing to go and die somewhere in the wilds. It will be taking attrition from now on, so it has no choice but to attack me somewhere, which is quite nice actually. And then we will work out what to do next.
Superb huntsmanship, man.
Oh, the urge to sack it there. The Nuln Cannon Foundry. Ooh. It's quite nice. Reduces the cost of artillery. That's really quite nice. Regiment renowned, the Hammer of the Witches. There we go.
Not possible. Why talk to you?
Let us begin.
And start buffing up. Oh no, see, I want that as well. I might come back to that. I don't really need it at the moment. I don't know how expensive is his army.
Another hunt, another trophy.
Let's start making the army cheaper, because an extra 15% off that is quite a big chunk of chunk. Growth, please. And we have another.
So be
Might
it.
well change your values later. Missile damage, upkeep for Imperial supply units faction wide. And the Emperor's Wrath steam tank. More damage. It also does burnt, reducing their leadership. Nice. I might want to get one of those into an army somewhere.
What does the Emperor bid?
Not quite as bloody a battle as I was expecting, actually. I was expecting that battle to be much more vicious and violent than it actually was in the end. So, yeah, that's our first bit of conquest. I know I said at the start I wanted to try and do everything diplomatically. And that is still my aim. I want to do most of my, you know, we've taken a lot of the Empire here. You know, that's our, well, we've confederated 2, taken 1, reclaimed another. So, you know, it's not been bad. It could have been, you know, we could have lost many more, you know, been much more aggressive, but I've not wanted to be. If they do what they do last time, they disappear into ambush stance there somewhere. I know they've used the underway, so they've disappeared off somewhere. But yeah, so we are going to reposition, rejig all of our forces and prepare for a war with the Green Tide. Again, not too worried. Aha! They're stuffed. They know they're stuffed. they should just surrender at this point. But it's their own foolishness to not. And I'm going to burn off that army as well, because I don't want to be spending too much money. Though I say that, I'm going to inevitably end up spending lots of money, so...
I will marshal the men.
I was expecting that to be an easy auto.
Fall in, men. Okay. We have them now. Strike first. Strike fast.
Yeah, I know it wasn't the best hit, but this army also needs substantially rejigging, so...
Huntsman General. Huntsman General. No time for R&R.
I sorted my income out as well. Nice. I think there. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comments section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There's a link to my Discord in the comments and description, as well as links to my Twitter, my Patreon, and my affiliations with Overclockers and Humble Bundle Games. So please check them out. As always, thank you for watching.